We seem to always be waiting for a crash or a recession that doesn't seem to yet have materialised. Yes, the market pulled back substantially over 2022, but so far in 2023, despite all of the predicted news and the predicted market downturn, we have yet to see that come. The likes of Tesla, Google, Apple and Nvidia are all up substantially year to date, with Tesla up 75% so far since 2023 started. This resurgence in the tech stock space is somewhat down to some earnings calls which have been coming out recently, but also due to the fact that inflation is starting now to show signs of slowing down. And whilst that's still true, the Fed and the Bank of England have also continued to raise interest rates, which means we're going to hopefully soon be in a position where inflation and the cost of living is really under control. This hope has changed the sentiment of the market and means that people are starting to feel more confident investing their hard-earned cash into these sorts of companies. And it's not only individual stocks and shares that have seen a rally. Indexes like the S&P 500 and the FTSE 100 have also seen some really nice returns so far this year. The FTSE 100 is up 4.6% year to date, with the S&P 500 up 8.17%. Now these are monumental returns in a very short period of time. It's only 6 weeks really into 2023. What goes up can of course come back down, and this could quite easily be another bear market rally as the market continues to trend downwards over time. However, with the news that's coming out across the world at the moment, there is the hope that this could be the start of the next bull run. Now this video from Sasha breaks it down and explains all of the details, all of the intricacies a lot more effectively than I could ever dream of. So if you want more information on some of the news that's out there at the moment, I'd really recommend checking out this video next, because it's a really good breakdown of the position and kind of some of the predictions of the market moving forwards. But for today, what I want to do is hop in and have a look at how all of this has affected my trading 2-on-2 portfolio. As you'll know, a lot of my portfolio is exposed to these tech stocks in the form of Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Nvidia, if you can call Amazon a tech stock, which I guess it kind of is arguably, but more so much on e-commerce and inline retail. But things like Microsoft and all of those other companies have seen some really nice returns. In my last update that was towards the end of December, so probably about, again, 6 weeks ago now since this has climbed, my portfolio was valued at £3,798. So let's hop in and see exactly what the last 6 weeks has done for my portfolio. Now bearing in mind I have invested around £150 during that time, but still the returns have been substantial. Here we are then inside my trading 2-on-2 portfolio. You'll be able to see that from my actual portfolio value, it's currently sat at £4,429.06. But the overall account value is £4,469.07. And that's because I've currently got £40 sat in pending orders, which I've invested over the weekend. So it's not done anything yet, but it does still equate to the overall account value. Since the last update, like I said, 6 weeks ago, this portfolio is up £620, or well over or over £620 in that short period of time. And as we go through the different investments that I hold in this account, you'll be able to see why the market rally has done absolute wonders for my portfolio. Not only those growth stocks out there, but also some of the dividend companies as well. And I've also received a few free shares so far this year, with one of them reaching £75 in free share value. So just to start off with, if you haven't yet started investing through trading 2-on-2 and you want to get a free share yourself, use the link down in the description below, which will give you one free share when you sign up and invest just £1, and that free share could be valued up to £100. If we hop into the portfolio and we go to the 3 months, you can see the growth that we've seen over that time. It has grown steadily since the bottom of, well, at the beginning of January, end of December, beginning of January, when I last did my update. And it's continued to kind of grow from there. Yes, I've invested a little bit of cash, as you can see along this dotted line on the bottom, but the gap between my invested capital and the value of the portfolio has got wider than it was obviously down here. So if we look at the actual investments that I hold, the first one here is in Alphabet. You can see that over the last month, Alphabet is up 17.5%, which is quite substantial really. My investment is currently worth £314 and I own 3.6 shares of Alphabet, with a return of £15.53 or 5.19%. Amazon has seen a bit of a resurgence. As we say, over the last month, it is up 20.44%. If you go back to the last 3 months, it's still up around 15%. So it's had a really good 2023 so far. My current invested cash is worth £226.52. and I currently own 2.64 shares in Amazon. With a loss of £56, it's not doing too well for me over the long term. I'm 20% down at the moment, but we do know that Amazon has pulled back, or did pull back substantially over the last year, with it still being 25% down year on year. We've then got Apple. I've currently got £403 of value in Apple within my 3.14 shares in the company. I'm up £110.83 or 37, almost 38%. And again, if we look at the year, Apple is down 10.79%. If we then move that back to the month, we're up 23.5% so far this year. We've got AT&T, a bit of an ugly duckling of most people's dividend investment portfolios, a current value of £155 for my almost 9.5 shares in the company, losing me £51.70 at the moment, or a loss of 25%. So I've lost a quarter of my capital here. So in the last month, it's up 5.8%. Over the last year, it's down 20%. And if you go to the max, you can kind of see it's since 2020, really, since March 2020 and COVID hit, it's just kind of tanked and fallen down. We've had a little bit of a resurgence again since October, but not really doing too well at the moment. We've then got BAE Systems, which actually is down 2.7% so far in 2023. But if we extend that and look at the last year, it's up 46%. So I currently hold 26.81 shares in this company with a value of £225. I'm up £97.60, which is 76% return, so really happy with that indeed. Got Coca-Cola, which again over the last month has not performed too well, down around 5%. The 6.5 shares I hold in Coca-Cola are currently worth £326. I'm up £63 or just under 25%, so again, nice little bit there. We've got GSK, I own 3 shares, a new investment into this portfolio, down, well, pretty much level so far this year over the last month, but I am up 36p or 0.83%. We've then got the iShares Global Clean Energy. Again, you can see so far this year it had a nice climb, it's pulled back again, but it is still up by 3.5% so far this year. I own 21, almost 22 shares in the company, or into this ETF even, and I'm up £12.48 or just over 6%, with a total value at the moment of £212.76 or 67p, sorry. We've then got Johnson & Johnson. Overall, I own 1.6 shares in this company, up just under £30 and just over 15% in my time of holding it. Got Microsoft. Over the last month, we're up 7.84%. If we extend that to 3 months, it's up 20%, so having a really strong time. I own 1.6 units or 1.6 shares in this company, with a total value of £341.66, one of my largest investments currently within this portfolio. I'm up £48 or 16.5%. Nvidia is one of those COVID companies that's done really quite well this month. I currently own 0.9 shares in this company with a value of £154. I'm up 12.19% or £16.83. Pfizer, of course, another dividend payer, and again, as we've expected, another pullback so far this year. So Pfizer was actually down 14% so far this year, or over the last month anyway, with this being recorded on the 5th of February. So not done too well so far this year. I own 4.81 shares in this company with a total value of £175.95. Again, one that did really well out of COVID. You can see as the vaccine came out, it really did run up quite high. And it's kind of steadily fallen back since then. Currently up £34.50, or as I've said, 24%. Realty income is up so far almost 6% this year. I currently own 5.61 units of the fund with a value of £314.76, up £47, almost £48, or just under 18%. Got Rio Tinto, which is again a dividend paying company, but this one's done all right so far this year, up 4.5%, sorry. Total invested value at the moment of £137 for my 2.23 shares in the company. I'm up £24.43 or 21.6%. Shell has had absolute record profits, and we can see that if we look over the last year, it's up 23.5%. This month alone, it's up 2% so far. and I own 10.5 shares in this company. Starbucks, into the last 4 companies now. Starbucks is up 3.5% so far this year. I'm up 10% in my position with a total value of £197 and 2.28 units or shares in this company. And that then brings me on to Tesla. I still own 3.2 shares in Tesla, but the share price has exploded up this month 75.75%. If you look over the last 3 months, it's still down actually, still down 12%, but this last month has done wonders for the share price. We've recouped now a lot of what we lost throughout the last 6 months. And also, Elon Musk has been cleared of his fraud charges based off of a tweet that he did over in the US, which could partly be the reason for this run-up, because we know some people align Tesla and Elon Musk's actions so very, very closely, which is, of course, probably not the right way to look at a global tech company, but that's neither here nor there. I currently got a total value invested of £504.53, returning to me £118 or 30.5%. And like we say, it's just Tesla really doing Tesla things. It looks like a Bitcoin graph really, doesn't it? But good for me, good for all those Tesla investors out there. I just try to keep clear of the news. Like I've said, this is a company that I believe in, so in 20 years time, I fully expect the share price to be probably double what it is now, if not more. So I'm just going to continue to invest money and see what happens in the future. We've then got Unilever about level so far this year. Over the last 3 months, it is up 5%. I currently hold just over 4 shares in this company with a total value of £168, up £6 overall, or 3.8%, which brings me on nice and neatly to my last investment, which is Vodafone. I currently own 59 shares in this company, one of my smaller holdings at the moment, because it's one of the dividend pairs, one of the UK dividend pairs that I've started to invest in. If we look at the max graph, you can see that kind of, well, if we go all the way back to here, May 2015, it's kind of steadily fallen over time. But there are lots of analysts out there at the moment saying that Vodafone is a buy. And of course, it does also pay a fairly nice dividend. Therefore, I'm going to start to buy into this fairly slowly. Over the last 3 months, we are still down 10%. Since I've started investing, we're up around 6.5%. I currently hold £54 in this position, up £1.17 or 2.2%. But the dividend, as we've said, is a massive dividend really of 8.17%. Probably, well, maybe too high, who really knows. Hopefully it continues at that level, and hopefully we can continue to see some growth from this company as well, which will see my investment portfolio grow that little bit more. One more thing that we'll do just before we finish off is go to history, and we can have a look at some of the dividends that have come in and some of the free shares that I've received so far this year. So we'll start off with some free shares. You can see I received a £73.75 free share, which was very nice indeed. So thank you for whoever signed up using my referral link. I've also received a £10.55, another £10.55, £10.59, £10.88 and £10.62 so far this year. So thank you to everybody out there who has used my free share referral code. I'm hoping that you're enjoying your free share that you've received as well. And remember, if you haven't yet signed up to Trading 212 and want to help the channel out, or just want to get your own investment portfolio rolling, check out the link in the description below and let me know what free share you are given and how much you're given for free. We'll finish off then in the dividends tab, and so far this month I've received £1.80 from AT&T, and then in January I only received one dividend of 97p, which came from Realty Income, so not really a whole lot happened there. But of course, that then gets reinvested back into the pot. So then I'm finishing up this video. My overall portfolio, including the cash that will be invested on Monday morning, is valued at £4,469.07. A far cry from where we were about a month ago. It's been really interesting to see this one grow along with my Coinbase portfolio, and my Vanguard portfolio has seen some absolute magic. We've hit milestone after milestone recently. So I'm really looking forward to actually showing that to you, as long as we don't have a massive pullback before my next Vanguard update, of course. Really looking forward to showing you where it is right now, because my goals that I set at the beginning of 2023, if this run continues and I continue to invest the money that I have managed to over the months so far, we're going to smash all of those goals well out the park. So if you want to catch up on any of that here in the future, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for every future update that I bring and all of my other investing content. If you want to know why ISAs are the most important vehicle that you can invest in throughout 2023, check that video out just over here. And if you want to see all of my Vanguard updates up to January of 2023, you can check them out just over here. I'll see you in one of them very soon.